刚刚又到礼拜晚上时光的时候，欢迎来到你最喜欢的我是云之。今天我要继续玩西伯利亚 The War Before。那个，因为礼拜天的时候啊，我有多跑了一次实况，然后加上明天有事情，可能会需要早点休息，所以今天也许不会开太晚，就大概对，意思，对，差不多时间我可能就收了，所以我们就废话不要多说。好像他要去那个，这个不是打电话前的剧情啊，那这个应该已经过了。这一句话，现在应该是要去那个音乐区，还是哪里的样子？与华格纳夫人谈论最新发现。我拍的，还解了一个成就，能拍就拍。能拍就拍成就。还有什么？没有。瓦亨。兰妮告诉我如何去就读的音乐学院，我要去音乐学院。它是这样子，这样子，这样子，这样子。他说要去什么？华格纳夫人谈论这些发现，还是华格纳夫人是哪一位啊？柜台夫人吗？应该有看过。
That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barokstadt University is from here. Wagen is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side. Demoiselle Lenny told me the music academy is near the musical square. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me more.
那我们要去找 Wagner。理论上 Wagner 应该是他吧？我希望是。
Oh, hello, Miss.
是，安安。
Ah, Miss Walker, did you sleep all right?
Fine, thanks.
Now, is there anything you need?
Yeah.
Everything seems to link the person I'm looking for with the Second World War and the rise of the Brown Shadow.
Terrible times were those, my dear. Especially when Wagen was occupied after the annexation of Ostertal. Thank God I was born just after the liberation.
I see. But I guess you had to grow up with the after effects of those events.
Oh yes, dear. There was a kind of conspiracy of silence where everyone suspected each other, even their close friends. Did any of them collaborate with the enemy? And if so, Was it through like-mindedness or simple cowardice? Were they responsible in one way or another for the arrest or death of a family member?
Oh, it must have been awful.
A terrible time, really.
Well, the person I'm looking for is from the same generation.
You'll just have to hope she managed to survive the madness then.
I'd like to go to the music academy. Can you tell me how to get there?
You just need to take the tram northbound to the musical square.
Huh.
Is there anything I should know about the academy?
To tell the truth, it's a little glum nowadays. Especially when you think it was once the jewel of the town. The students came from all over the world to perform on the musical square, you know. Pity. It's since lost its panache of old through lack of students and means.
他讲的是广场，他讲的不是学院。
I went to the Silberspiegel Refuge yesterday. Oh, magnificent.
I won't disagree with that, Miss Walker. Those mountains are the pride of the
他认识了
town, just like old Lenny.
Lenny is highly respected in Vaughan because she was a resistance fighter during World War II, right? Well, I heard about it when I was at the refuge.
Lenny Renner might be a grumpy old spinster, but to us she's still a heroine. Pity the same can't be said of her father, though. Still, everyone has their cross to bear, as they say.
What do you mean?
No point gossip-mongering. The war was a dark time in Vaughan for everyone, see? Best not stir up old memories.
Well, I guess I should get going. Thank you for your time, Frau Wagner.
Feel free to ask if you have any more questions.
这样有解了吗？有解就要出发喽！哎呀，赞啊！那我要出发了，出发！前往英粤街区。跑出来喽！哎，解了一个成就，压抑的夜晚。为什么？为什么突然解了一个成就？就是前一晚上跟那个吵架嘛。巴肯，这是发音问题吗？巴肯还是巴肯？就是 H 不发音，跟那个 humor 是一样。没什么特别的。对，他前面有坐人了，这么多人，我靠！他们那边的公车是电车，是要跟不认识的人面对面坐的，这么尴尬哦。我们的公车好像也会有哦，好吧，算了。 当我没说。对啊，他的翻译是写瓦亨，然后到底是念瓦亨还是瓦根？感觉那个 H 是不是不发音啊？不知道，随便。到了。使用反省再去学院，我要在哪里反省？会有可以反省，这里一定是出不去的。
I can't leave now. Bad idea. Can't leave now.
这是不是那个啊？最一开始那个1930的时候，也是长这样，对吧？在哪里？他那个学院到底是广场还是什么地方？觉得没有可以。
Oscar? Bet you can't catch it!
Don't you dare! Put it down! Right now!
All right then. Oscar! Are you all right?
I had a bit of a bumpy ride, but I am glad to see you, Kate Walker.
Oscar, oh, I've missed you so much.
I say, this display of emotion is most unreasonable, Kate Walker. I do hope you don't plan such profusion every time I change bodies.
It's just that I've been worrying about you. Where were you, Oscar?
Well, the mechanical instinct of my host took me for a ride, all across town. It took me the whole night to tame it, and that's when I bumped into those little rascals.
Yeah, lucky I was in the area, huh?
Quite. So, Kate Walker, what has happened since we parted at the Balaton River?
Maybe we should just sit down for a second, Oscar. This might take a while.
有办法坐下来聊天，那应该就可以用在同一个地方继续反省。
And that's when Demoiselle Lenny gave me the address of the music academy in this neighborhood.
I see, Kate Walker.
You must think I'm crazy, huh? Running after that girl, Dana, who must have died ages ago.
Well, Kate Walker, you know I have difficulty understanding illogical thought patterns. But in the end, what I do understand is that you need to find her. Is that correct, Kate Walker?
Yes, that is correct, Oscar. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
I don't see any fundamental difference between crossing Europe in search of mammoths, traveling on ostriches in an irradiated zone, or following your double. These are not things an automaton such as I take into consideration.
Any other thoughts, Oscar?
突然捡
Well,
一个成
I
就，
guess I could ask you where we are heading, but truth be told, it doesn't really matter. I will follow you wherever you lead, and for as long as you require my services, Kate Walker. That's what an automaton does.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh dear, I hope you're not going to become physical, are you?
No, I was just going to give you a pat on the back.
I would rather you refrain from having such thoughts. I am not a dog, you know. Whatever next?
Anyway, we'd better get going, Oscar. And you'd better keep out of sight.
Oh dear, I don't suppose I have any choice.
收起来。奥斯卡3型，
I'm so glad he's back.
Is everything all right, Kate Walker?
I'm so glad he's back.
好的。 好，回来了，继续。
Is it really necessary for me to be shut up in here, Kate Walker?
Sorry, Oscar, but I don't want to run the risk of losing you again.
这里也不能那个，那我要去哪里反省？
Bullet holes. The brown shadow must have shot people dead here. How horrible. Victims of the genocide committed by the fascists during the Second World War. Oh, so many deaths. I hope Dana made it through.
没有看一下有没有看到名字。这有椅子，他们要坐在这里反省还是什么的？这不是一个很棒的位置吗？啊，当初留下来的 ，For the future ，Dana 留下来的符号。是有认出来是不是？说没有可以反省的地方，那叫反省吗？对啊，反省。可那个应该不是反省，应该是沉思。学院是不是那个？这里应该不是学院吧？
Looks like they've tried to blend all these new shops into the original facades. It doesn't make it any less a tourist trap, though.
坑人店。
That brand was everywhere in New York when I left. And now they've even got branches here. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
饮料
What can I
师
do for you?
Do you know anything about the Vaughan Music Academy?
It's the large building across the square there. Used to be quite renowned worldwide, actually.
哦，是哪一栋？
But not anymore?
Well, from what I gather, hardly anyone studies there nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if it were closed.
Well, what happened?
Budget cuts from the town council, I guess. The academy can't be very lucrative.
I see. How come the square is so well known?
Because of the mechanical orchestra there. It used to be quite the attraction. Every year, the Academy's best student would play along with it, as did renowned musicians from around the world.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Is it scheduled to play today?
I'm afraid not. Several years back, the town council discussed computerizing it. But the plan never went through, and no one has ever heard its music since.
该不会是坏的？
There are a lot of tourists on the square.
Indeed. It attracts thousands of customers every year. A veritable boon for us retail shops.
And for the people of the town, too?
I wouldn't know about that. I live on the outskirts, as do most of the people. What with the rents being as high as they are here, you know?
Thank you. I should go now.
Auf Wiedersehen, Fräulein. Come back again.
没了，没东西了。因为刚刚有检查那些上面相关的部分，这个我在想会不会
An automaton musician.
坏掉？
Looks exactly like Hans's style. Like at Bohgstadt.
没有，没坏。我需要修理。那一栋。等下是那一栋还是这一栋？进入，那应该不是。啊，找到了，呵呵，好，不担心了。呵呵。
I only know Dana as a waitress at the refuge, and yet everything seems to fit with her here. Not hard to imagine her coming here to the music academy to study. And who knows, maybe Leon waited for her outside one day as a surprise after returning from his Baltayar expedition.
幻想的。哎，没了，只想了这样子啊，这么少。
Strange.
为什么要是 strange？
Strange.
因为电脑化即将完工，严格禁止演奏这架钢琴，之后续重置。刚通过。
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed. I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
为什么只讲了一句 strange？
Strange.
没有其他东西。哎，等一下。对啊，没有其他东西。
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed.
之前是拉这个吧。
I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
学院应该是后面这一栋，因为它是写进入，那这边应该还是可以看。
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
这一栋是什么？没有。 没有讲出来，绕一下。那这个就没有查看。应该就这样。对啊，这些是不能动的。应该就这样，假设了。询问丹娜的档案。新闻发布会家，活动纪念解放6年。户外舞会。马克·托马斯，不知道是谁。学院正处于破产边缘，学院的关闭破产没解。驱逐通知，你没有按照什么的要求哦，没钱了。支付到期和拖欠的租金。法昂市长。
All these letters. They look like letters of formal notice. They probably haven't been paying the bills for some time. So that's the famous Vaughan Music Academy? It's not what I was expecting. It looks like the rector is desperate to reduce the costs of running the academy.
供紧急使用，这不是公用电话。叮叮。
Guten Tag.
What now? If you're from the council, you can come back when I'm not so busy.
Oh, sorry, you startled me.
So, now what do you want? Council minion?
I'm not from the council. I'm just a visitor here. I came because I was hoping to look at the file of a student from the 1930s.
Oh. I'm sorry, It's just that I haven't time for digging up old files from 70 years ago. I have way too much to do here, you understand.
I can tell you're a little overwhelmed. Where's the rest of the staff? Or maybe a student could show me.
You are standing in front of the rector, and the only employee of this academy. My name is Maximilian Mahler, and it falls upon me to manage everything on the premises. The maintenance, the archiving, and the lot before we close next month. So, if you don't mind...
I'm very sorry to hear that the academy is closing, and I can see you're extremely busy, but I've come such a long way to see it. I'd be so grateful if you could locate it. It's really important to me.
And so is this place important to me, too. And I would love to hear the mechanical orchestra play one last time before the academy closes. But, alas, I can't, can I? Unless,
Unless what?
well, you know.
勒索就这招。
All right then. So if I get the mechanical orchestra going, you'll get me that file, right?
Oh, of course, Fraulein. Of course.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Believe it or not, I have seen mechanisms like the one on the square before.
Well, in that case, I promise to give you the file in return for your services.
Thanks.
But I must warn you that the square has undergone some transformations over the years, and some parts of the mechanism may be difficult to get to.
Don't worry, I'll make myself thin and slide between the cracks.
You'll find some of them scattered around the square, and some of the others you'll find in the clock tower. Now, if you'll excuse me for a second.
What are you...
Now, what is the name of that student you're interested in?
Rose. Dana Rose.
And what were the years she attended our illustrious academy?
In the 30s. 1937, to be precise.
Oh, and here it is. And here you will find the annual inspection reports of the mechanisms by Frau Beckmann.
Frau Beckmann?
She was the rectress of the academy during the years you spoke of. These are from 1937. You see, I have a marvelous memory regarding archives. This is why I have chosen Frau Beckmann's, because there's something in here regarding that Edna Droz you spoke of.
Dana Rose.
Quite. You will also find some sheet music with annotations. This is the Hymn of Bargain, which you must play on the piano on the square in order to activate the Orchestra of Automatons. Once you have fixed the mechanisms, of course. All right then, here you go. What are you waiting for?
不是要先弹吗？怎么变成是先？
This sheet music corresponds to the piano part for the Hymn of Wagen. Someone's added annotations. They could help me play the hymn on the piano on the square, like the rector asked me to. I wonder what it's supposed to represent. I wonder what it's supposed to represent.
有一个
The report that the rectoress of the academy filled in with the help of Dana back in the 30s. According to the present rector, I should find all the information I need to repair the mechanisms on the square. The report that the rectoress of the academy... Music Academy Inspection Report, October 12, 1937.
Today, I was due to inspect the musical mechanisms that enable students to give a public display of their talent and enable us to showcase the quality of our teaching to the people of our beautiful town.
又拉回来了。
Like every year, I needed a volunteer from our students to help me during the inspection. And this year's choice was obvious.
I'm fine, really.
Well, you're looking off color, darling, and on edge.
No, it's just that... It's just that I haven't heard from Leon since he left with the Origin expedition from Kantar. And also,
Well, we've got company. You'll tell me later, Dana, darling. Meantime, be good and stay safe.
You too, Yunta.
Is everything all right? You look under the weather. We don't want one of our best and brightest to fall ill now, do we?
最小化。
Thank you for asking, Frau Beckmann, but I'm just a little tired, that's all.
And who was that lady?
Just a friend I met this summer.
You do keep some surprising company, Fraulein Rose. Anyway, I have something for you that will take your mind off things.
Oh?
Would it interest you to see the mechanisms that enabled you to perform so brilliantly here last spring?
That would be wonderful.
Good. Come and join me at the kiosk when you have a moment. But don't be too long, though.
又要切换了吗？没有。写不下去。他说雪怪没有邮政服务。凶猛雪地生物袭击。卡住了。
Yeah, today's the yearly service of the mechanisms on the square.
机关表演，什么意思？
The maintenance room of the academy. Frau Beckmann forbids us from entering.
维修室。
Oh, good grief. It's going to take me all day long to clean that lot up.
看也可以城市哦。我也只有现代线的女角会城市而已，古代线的也会。
I can hardly believe I held my concert here just 6 months ago. 6 months. Seems like a lifetime. So much has happened. Meeting Leon for a start. It would be so good if you were here now. I love receiving his letters since he left to Baltear with the Origin expedition. The way he described Kantar, the capital, made it sound like a city from a dream. We've said so much on paper. And I love to read between the lines. But since the expedition left Kantar for the mountains, no news. I just hope he's okay.
I'm in the kiosk, Fraulein.
没有空啊。
Today, me and my colleagues are carrying out maintenance on the mechanical orchestra.
Hmm, 应该没有了。
Come and see, Fraulein.
Incredible.
Isn't it just? You see these flags? Each mechanism housing for each musical automaton on the square is represented by one of these flags.
Fascinating.
Today is the day they are being serviced. Each mechanism has been inspected by an Academy maintenance man. In theory, they're all functional. But if you like, you can go and see these maintenance men on my behalf and fetch back their respective reports. You would be doing me a big favor, as I have to inspect the piano in the kiosk. And also, it will give you a chance to take a peek at each of the automaton mechanisms.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
Now, take this. You'll need it to open the maintenance room that leads to the most impressive mechanism of all, that of the clock tower.
Thank you, Frau Beckmann.
Do you have any questions before you go?
Do you know who built the mechanical orchestra? My father told me it didn't exist when he was young.
They were built by a strange young French inventor by the name of Borrelberg some years ago. From what I heard, he was visiting Wagen while en route to the east, just after the huge fire that destroyed the town. He was moved by the legend of Vera Schönberg, that virtuoso who died in the fire. So he offered his talents to rebuild the city and create the mechanical orchestra.
When the mechanical orchestra played along with me last spring, it was incredible. But how does it manage to play at the same tempo as the piano? It was almost like in a dream.
Oh, it wasn't dream work, Fraulein, but clockwork. The piano is connected to the mechanism that you are going to inspect, and the hymn of Wagen played on the keys. That's what sets the rhythm and the intensity of the performance, and that's what triggers everything else.
还是得弹吧。
What happened to Vera Schönberg? My mother always says it's the saddest story.
And she's right. You probably know that Vera Schönberg was Wagen's most famous musician at the beginning of the century. But her legend was truly born the night she performed a cello concerto, right here on the square. It was also the night of the worst fire in Wagen's modern history.
And Frau Schönberg, she died in the fire, right?
She did. As well as all the other musicians and the entire audience. They were surrounded by flames, trapped on this square.
How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. But according to the legend, Vera Schönberg kept playing Wagen's hymn until the very end. She understood they were all doomed to die, and her music brought them peace of mind during their last moments. This automaton you played with last spring was created in her image as a final tribute.
I had no idea.
Well, now you know all about the legend of Vera Schönberg. Was there something else, Fraulein Rose?
I'll go and see the maintenance team.
Good. Thank you, Fraulein.
所以应该刚刚是直接走上来就可以了。
According to Frau Beckmann, it opens the maintenance room just next to the clock tower.
又来了，看又要切换。解锁。修理管圆月台，修理广场上自动机，修理中塔的机关。
So you're the one Frau Beckmann sent, are you? Well, you can tell her there's no problem with this automaton. Just needs cleaning up and a bit of oiling. Have a gander at the mechanism if you like.
CGDA.
It seems perfectly functional. The maintenance man said it was functional. I shouldn't touch it.
Looks like the rector was right, Oscar. I should be able to find the mechanisms he wants me to repair by following the circuit Dana described in the report.
They would still need to be accessible to us today, Kate Walker.
Glad to see you haven't lost any of your legendary optimism, my dear Oscar.
Ding.
Excuse me. Hello?
Now what?
I'd better get going then.
Quite. Good luck with the mechanisms, Fraulein.
我要问广场的事情是不是？主广场。
Excuse me. Hello?
Now what?
广场。
I see you're not a fan of modernizing the square.
Oh, the council, in its great wisdom, deemed it outdated and unpredictable for the musical automatons to be triggered by the best student in the academy, or a soloist, or a virtuoso visiting Wagen. Not to mention buskers, they certainly don't attract any tourists. No, what they thought was they would electrify and computerize the activation of the mechanical concert. So it would happen on a schedule, like an attraction.
Did they do it?
Oh, the talks went on, but nothing was ever done. And so the square has basically been abandoned. And the mechanical automatons have fallen into disrepair.
There's just one problem. Even if I do manage to fix all the different parts of the mechanical orchestra, I still have to play the piano properly, and I haven't played piano since I left junior high. My mom bought me one when I was a kid, but it really wasn't my strong suit.
There's no need to worry. You don't need to be a virtuoso to activate the mechanism. The mechanical orchestra will come out if you play all the notes in the right order, regardless of the rhythm. You just need to know the basics of music reading.
Why is the academy going to close?
For the simple reason that we have no students. No students, no lessons. No lessons, no academy.
And why are there no students? That's not a stupid question.
Because the mayor has taken away our grant that enabled our institution to become famous the world over.
Why would he do that?
Oh, budget restrictions, apparently. So, no staff, no students.
No students, no lessons. I get it.
But, between you and me and this counter, I'd say that's all just a pretext to get us out of the building.
And why would anyone want to do that?
To make others rich, of course. Property developers who are going to slice our institution up into shops, apartments, and office spaces, just like they've done with all the other buildings around the musical square.
I'd better get going then.
Quite. Good luck with the mechanisms, Fraulein.
结束了，出花。打开要数字哦。哇，就1973哦，这么简单啊，这么直觉、啊。
1973. That could be useful.
这么直觉啊！ 为什么？这么麻烦啊！
Something's wrong.
我怎么让它动啊？上下？诶？哦。忘了，是这一格吗？这样。这一格还是上面那一个？Yep.
Well played, Kate Walker. You seem to be on the right track to successfully completing the service the Rector asked of you.
Thanks, Oscar. But I still have to find the other mechanisms.
OK， 这边结束了。什么？外面的跑一跑。
You can tell, Frau Beckman, this automaton still works correctly, but it's so filthy that it won't last long. It's gonna take me the whole day to give it a good clean if it's to get past winter.
Part of the mechanism was damaged, but I changed it. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order now.
This looks complex.
Complex.
Wow. I would hate to be the one who must tune this.
太难了。
What is this?
Oh. 会那个的。
What is this?
哇，我觉得我把这个解完可能就差不多了，就已经是极限了。
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style, like at Bohogstadt.
这个刚刚镜头没出来，所以不知道长什么样子。
I don't believe it. Because of that van, I can't get to the mechanism. I'll have to find a way to move it.
我还要移车。
Looks locked. I can't go in. I need to find the owner.
我要回去打电话吗？谁设计的啦？你要把它设计的这么复杂吗？
Wagner Baufirma, Dietrich. Guten Tag.
Hello, excuse me, but your van's parked on the square and it's blocking the way. Would you mind moving it?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm with a client nearby. I'll move it right away.
Thank you.
哦，人真好哎，他们电话都是无线的。2005年是很流行无线电话，是不是？哎呀，走了，888，冲啊！但我不知道密码，密码，谢谢。
Better try another one. Better try another one.
是什么？假设是那个的话。Yep. OK， 然后我要怎么那个？要搬。
It's locked.
卸，要搬上去。就这样啊，然后嘞，good 等一下啊。
This looks complex.
这个要看。哇，看不懂。三小。这样。对吗？不对。这样，这样。再看一看下去。应该是这样吧。然后这边呢，太复杂了吧？我决定使用截图大法。我觉得截图会比看那个来得快。我作弊了，我作弊了。这个图。这边呢，给它这个图。后，理论上这样子应该有办法那个。这里是这一个。这个。 是你。哎，可它歪歪的哎。还是不是这个啊？这个吗？然后这样。看看有没有漏掉，好像没，应该就是这样了吧？吧？这边的话，看起来应该是对的。
Half done. Let's see what's next.
Next.
If only it could be as quick every year.
等一下，要联络的事情有点多。好像不能拖太久我赶快看能不能收个尾。等一下哦，把刚刚那个拿掉。这个没有要让我弄那个的意思啊。哦，我要去拿那个给他，是不是？应该吧，清洁工具之类。
It's locked.
可能。
Hey, careful what you're doing here, right? Don't go and injure yourself or damage any of the material.
也许可能。
The spare parts for the automatons on the square.
看是不是把它修好之类的，但是弹奏前我可能就结束了。
I just come down from the tower. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order up there. The mechanism's in perfect condition.
According to what the maintenance guy told Dana, there should be an access to the clock tower somewhere in the room.
Everything's fine upstairs. No need to return.
That elevator Dana tried to take, it leads to the clock tower. We need to find it, Oscar.
I should go back and see Frau Beckmann.
说那个没开，这个。
The report ends here. It doesn't say what happened next.
I think it contains all the information you need to repair the mechanisms on the square, Kate Walker.
The report ends here. It does.
可是我还有一个。还是其实两边是一样的，总不是告诉我说这个不用修吧
I don't think they mentioned this code in the report. Given the condition of that door, it should give way if I force it a bit.
原来是这样，可恶！
Looks like a part is missing. The connection between this mechanism and the other ones on the square seems to be operational. Something's wrong. The connection between this mechanism and the other ones on the square seems to be operational.
这个没有给那个，没有给多余的那个东西。
Looks locked. I can't go in.
有可能藏在什么地方吗？
Half done. Let's see what's next.
对啊，那个还是得开啊。
I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
你让我借另外一边的吗？可是借这边的也很奇怪啊，他也不让我借啊。
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style. Like at Bohogstadt.
没有东西可以拿吗？诶，
I should be able to get through it. If I can reach it. Looks like they've tried to blend all these new shops into the original facades. Doesn't make it any less a tourist trap, though. I should be able to push this dumpster under the window.
Push. Push. 太重了吧，这个。这个垃圾，这是不知道什么东西，怎么好像比那个还重？矿车还重。哦，很嚣张哎，就这样爬进去。
Good. Now I just have to find the elevator to the clock tower.
It might have been easier to ask for a clerk to let you in, don't you think?
According to the report, the elevator should be behind there. Let's hope it hasn't been walled up since. There. Okay. Just need to clear the passageway.
我现在这样进来到底对不对啊？感觉我少一个那个呢。
I can't run the risk of missing something important by leaving now. They're still magnificent, in spite of their age. I wonder how long it's been since they were activated.
就是几十年吧。他那边给的提示蛮少的。
That's it for the engine. Now I should open those large doors.
就这样。上来是就为了这件事情。
I'm sure there's more for me to do here. They're still magnificent, in spite of their age. I wonder how long it's been since they were activated.
I 可以走到对面去，是不是？不行。啊，我怎样？爬上去，另外一边也许可以下去。呀！ 到了，终于。
Looks like spare parts for automatons.
Ah, 开了。
3 working now. 1 more to go.
OK。这个应该是那个零件插上去就可以，它应该不用解其他东西，理论上。加大象都不会被发现。
Looks locked. I can't go in.
他刚不是开了吗？不是开这个。去哪里？哎。Go. Good.
Right. Okay. I think this is the last one.
That's right, Kate Walker. You have to go back and activate the piano on the square like the rector asked you.
好，就到这边。我要去处理一些事情了，也差不多了，对吧？就先这样吧。好了，今天就先实况到这边了。然后我因为可能明天的事情需要处理一下，所以就先到这边。然后假设衣服如果啦，就是礼拜天还是这样闲没事的话，就可能会再多推一点进度啦，就补一下今天的，对啊，到时候再说。好了，那我们今天实况到这边啦，就。对，看礼拜天有没有空。如果礼拜天有空，就礼拜天开；如果礼拜天没有空，就下礼拜。那就这样了。感谢你今晚收看，我们下次再见，晚安，拜拜。